Central has not produced any of the two before. They have only produced the Senate President, and again we asked further that it should be given the Speaker of the House of Representatives with the outcome of the zoning that has been announced by the ruling party and also the incumbent and incoming ruling party. The speakership has also been zoned to another geopolitical zone. Therefore, we are saying, like I analyzed during my speech, the 6 critical positions are President, Vice President, Senate President, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Secretary to the Government of Federation, and the Head of Civil Service of the Federation. Therefore, we are simply demanding and asking that it should be considered for the office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. And specifically to say, if somebody has performed, you need to appreciate and acknowledge that person. Even if for whatever reason that has happened, or circumstance of a political terrain that happened, the incumbent and outgoing governor of Plateau State, Governor Lalong, who was the Director General of the Campaign Council of the APC, having won the presidency at this point, deserves to be considered for that position.
On this note, the North Central states of Nigeria, inclusively Abuja, where my brother, the Badis, have accepted all of us from the North Central states, even far north and south, to be part of this beautiful space, Abuja. We are crying for one thing. What are we saying? We want to be the major part, the fulcrum that will regulate and steer the affairs of this government. North Central. The North Central has produced other Senate presidents like Senator Yoche Ayu, Senator Ame Ebute, and the one not too long ago, Senator Bukola Saraki. We are all from the North Central. But we are saying this time around, it should not just be in the legislative house. We are also qualified to become president of this country. We also qualified to be president of this great nation, Nigeria. But at this particular time, this consequential time that the space has been filled, we are crying and yearning for something better. The North Central is yearning for something better.
If we are demanding for a space in the incoming administration, it is our prerogative right. We deserve it, and that is why we are asking for it. We are not lobbying for it. We have worked for it, and it is supposed to be issued to us. So in our request to the incoming administration, quickly, is that since the political party of which the incoming administration belongs to have, in their own wisdom, zoned the post of the Senate President, the post of the Speaker of the House of Representatives, the North Central Nigeria, with all of its contributions in the number of votes, with the key role that North Central Nigeria played to the emergence of this administration, North Central Nigeria is demanding for the position of the Secretary to the federal government. We deserve it, we work for it, and it is our right.
And when in times of zoning, we had made agitations that zoning positions to Nigeria, to Nigerian nation and Nigerian geopolitical zones, North Central is supposed to be considered. Under normal circumstances, there are 6 geopolitical zones. You have the presidency from one, vice president from another, the speaker from one, the 3rd one, and the deputy speaker from the 4th one. The 5th one and the 6th one are there. Therefore, all those ones, like the Secretary to Government of Federation and Head of Service of the Federation, or Head of Civil Service, or however it is called, it means those 2 that are remaining should and must be zoned to any of the 2 geopolitical zones that don't have the president, they don't have the vice president, they don't have the speaker, and they don't have the Senate president. If the parties have zoned their own caucus to those areas, and the APC has come out with their own zoning, we have tried to agitate that they should recognize us and give us the speaker. We are not contesting against what they have done. We pleaded. But now that it has been zoned to 4 other places, the speaker, the senator, the Senate president, the vice president, and the president, the position of North Central now becomes critical between the head of service and the secretary to government of the federation.